Welcome back to Technically Baking. Today I am making Paul Hollywood's Cornish Pasties, the technical challenge from Series 1, Episode 5. To start our pastry, add 225 grams plain flour to a large bowl. If you choose to use unsalted butter, add a quarter teaspoon of salt. Add 58 grams cubed cold lard and 38 grams cubed cold butter. Using your fingertips, rub the mixture until it resembles breadcrumbs. Stir in about 45 milliliters of ice-cold water or enough to make a firm dough. A pasty is the original portable meal, eaten by Cornish farm laborers and tin miners. I think it would be comparable to the modern-day Hot Pocket. The pasty had to be robust to make it portable, and it was quite common to have a savory filling at one end and sweet at the other. Today the pasty is the food most associated with Cornwall. The recipe linked below is for 5 servings. Being that I only need 2, I am making a half batch. Knead your dough briefly until it becomes smooth. Shape it into a ball, wrap it in cling wrap, and chill for at least 30 minutes. Although the officially protected Cornish pasty has a specific ingredient list, old Cornish cookery books show that pasties were generally made from whatever foods were available. Traditional pasties have onions and turnips in them. I am not a fan of those, so I substituted carrots for the turnips and omitted the onion. So for our filling, cut 60 grams of carrots and 1 large potato into thin strips and keep them in separate piles. The vegetables need to be cut thinly so they almost melt into the meat when cooking. To make your steak easier to cut, put it in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes before. Trim any undesired fat off your skirt steak. Remember, fat does equal flavor, so make sure you leave a little behind. Now cut your skirt steak into small, thin pieces. Heat your oven to 390 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that your dough is rested, divide it into 2 equal pieces. Roll each piece out on a lightly floured surface to a 3 mm thickness and cut out a 24 cm circle, using a plate as a guide. Scatter a layer of carrots on the semicircle, leaving a 1 cm border. Add a similar layer of potatoes. Repeat the carrot and potato layers, seasoning with salt and pepper on top of each layer as you go. Check that the pastry will close. Then add the beef. Beat an egg and brush a little on the pastry. Add a final layer of seasoning, dot with butter, then close the lid of the pastry, making sure that the edges meet. Press firmly together and crimp the edges together by pinching all the way around between your thumb and forefinger. 21 crimps are said to be needed to make a proper pasty. I was only able to fit 16 crimps on my pastry edge. When you finish shaping your other pastries, place them on a baking tray and cut 2 small slits in the middle of each one. Brush the pastry with a beaten egg. Bake for 20 minutes and then lower the oven setting to 320 and bake for 30 minutes longer. Best eaten hot from the oven. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you would like a sneak peek at upcoming videos, please follow me on Facebook, Reddit, and Twitter. They are linked to the top of my channel.